Okay, so I got some friends online that are basically bugging me about security and how data is captured while it's going through the internet. Generally, there is going to be a machine pretty much like this one sitting in a data center, and it's full of drives like this. Now, this is a 6 terabyte helium-filled drive, and as you can see, there's let's see, 4x4, 24 drives there. No, sorry, 16 drives. But anyway, this is a lot like the machine that you'll end up seeing in one of those places. It's got a SAS controller card, but it's also got one of these NICs right here. Yeah, let me pop the little thing out of here. And this NIC right here, can I turn the light on the phone on? No, I guess not. Anyway, this NIC right here is a time-stamping capture adapter. It has 4 SFP modules in the back, which can be either fiber optic of various types or direct attached copper cables. And what this thing does is it will route, for example, this one here to this one here in bypass mode, and this 4th one down here to this 3rd one right here. So one will come in this one and come out this one, and come in this one and out this one. When this machine is powered down, the 5-volt standby voltage on this basically will link those two together while this processor right here continues to run. It also has its own memory right there. I believe this is basically a PowerPC 604E at some hundreds of megahertz. It's not very powerful of a chip, but for the most part, it doesn't need to be, because all it's doing is just time-stamping the packet going through and like buffering it into this memory, which then gets buffered into the main system memory and then gets selectively dumped onto the drive array. And if the data is meaningful, it's kept, and the metadata is also kept of when the packet arrived and all of that, which is synced to a very, very high degree against atomic time. And if it's not useful, like for example, it does not have a X key score rating on it that's high enough to warrant keeping the data, it'll just be thrown away, and the metadata itself will be kept and then sent along to another system for actual long-term storage. But fundamentally, this is basically what you end up seeing in these. And this company was acquired by another company who will remain nameless at the moment. Of course, there will be all of those people out there on the internet that can tell you who now owns this, but yeah, let's not say we did. Anyway, yeah, so that's that, and there is not a small number of these systems. We deal with a lot of them, and it's hard for me to describe to people just how much surveillance is going on here. I don't know if you can see all of these units that are here in the warehouse just from the light that's coming in from the door, but that's stacked 3 high with machines right there. This whole pallet stand is just 2U machines, 3U machines, 4U machines, and I'm assuming that you won't really be able to see this very well, but they're there. Like, somebody should be able to make some of that out. But there are a lot of them. So, now, we've got pallets and pallets and pallets of these machines that are awaiting getting scrapped, their discs being wiped. You may have seen a brief glimpse of a lot of discs behind me. But, yeah, for the moment, this is pretty much what you see. And we've had at least 2 machines come in with 100 gigabit adapters in there. And let me tell you, we sold those on eBay for a pretty penny. But unfortunately for these older ones, the toolkit for them is basically impossible to find. And these run BSD inside. So the company that makes these has drivers available for Windows and for Linux, but will refuse to give them to you unless you can prove that you have a license for it. And since we just get the cards basically at the end of their life, we don't have any documentation for that, so we've been unable to get a hold of the drivers for these. For the newer ones, though, there's direct kernel support in Linux. And it's just there. You don't really need any extra drivers, and I'm talking about like new kernels here, like the 4X series. Not really like everybody's favorite 2618 or even 2632. That's a little too out of date. But yeah, this is a BSD box. It's been a royal pain to try to get the drivers off of this thing. I still haven't been able to do it despite maybe a month or two of trying. But yeah, it's like it's gonna be a pain. It's gonna complain that I pulled one of the discs out, even that because it's sitting here powered off. It somehow can still figure out that a disc has been detached from the RAID array. And there's got to be like, this. Oh, well, yeah, that's how. There's the battery right there. Yeah. Wow. Okay, 7 minutes and almost 8 minutes. Yeah, I'll just shut up now.